Okay, so managing is being able to go up and down, setting a goal, analyzing data, and doing the work. Now, when we work, we want to see how we are doing, because in our activity, we can be very successful, or in our activity, we can be a total failure. Who has a business here? You have a business? What is your business?
Dressmaker.
Dressmaker, good. How do you measure your business? In money, or how do you measure the business?
In money.
Money.
And satisfaction of clients.
Good. Satisfaction of clients, money. What would be a good quarter in numbers of clients or number of money?
She has 3 clients.
Okay, so you have 3 clients, and this is okay for you. Okay, so we have quarterly, and in a quarter, you say 3 is okay. If you have a quarter with 0, that's not good. And if you have next quarter, say we go up to 8 clients, that would be too much. But if you have people helping you, you have a little organization, you make more money. So for any activity, we have some way of measuring on paper or by intuitively, we sense it, we know what it is. Our failure is 0 and success is a certain level, but we have the idea, hey, if I can make even bigger, then wow, I can expand, I can be even more successful. So we have for each activity a statistic. Please go to page 6. And statistics is a branch of mathematics of measuring information. Usually we measure data of something that we think is important, and we want to track, we want to follow our activity, quantity of something, usually against time. And if we want to do this on paper, when we draw all these points, we have a graph. Okay, we have quantity of what is interesting, what is important to us, and usually we compare it with time. As time goes by, how much am I doing? Okay, and when we start, of course, we're at 0. We just started, we did nothing yet, we're at 0, but as time goes by, we do more, and we have these points here. And when I look at these points, I can join them and put a line which is the average of these points. And this line we call a trend. So this line is going up, which is a good trend. But if after some time of the line going up, my activity starts to go down, I have less and less orders, less and less clients, less and less money coming in, I have a trend going like this. So please look at page 7, and you see a downtrend or an uptrend. And we understand going up is good, coming down, no good. Now, the fantastic thing we have here is that for each of these trends and possible lines, we have a name. We have a name for this situation. And these situations of life about how are we doing, how am I surviving, am I doing good or am I doing bad? Am I successful? Am I failing? Is my survival getting better or is my survival deteriorating? So let's look at the different conditions, the operating conditions. We also call them the conditions of existence or survival conditions. So you have your activity or business or hat, something that you're doing that is your job or business or activity, correct? When you start this thing, it doesn't exist. Either you have an idea for something in the future, like Joseph, you will finish university soon, right? And you will look for a job or you will start a business. Look for a job? Okay. But right now, this job doesn't exist. So when you go into the job, doesn't exist, non-existence. So we start from non-existence. So you will see on page 9, condition of non-existence. Now, there are two possibilities for non-existence. When we start, we're in non-existence. And when a business that we had, or a job that we had, we no longer have it. A business goes bankrupt. Or we worked in a company and we leave the company, or the company says, out. Okay, so that's also non-existence. Or, well, I'm a guy, I see a girl, a nice girl, I say, hey, I like you. And she says to me, hey, you're not bad looking, I like you too. So this is non-existence. We're getting to know each other. The relationship doesn't exist, but we start the relationship. But the usual story, we're together, we get married, we have 3 children, we live together 10, 20 years, and then one day, enough, finished. So we go back to non-existence. When we divorce or we end a relationship, back to non-existence. Now, when we do non-existence, we go up to danger condition. Danger because something exists, but it's still weak. It's still not strong. It's still just starting. As you know from statistics that are published, most businesses that are opened, after a year or 2, they're shut down. So you start a business, it goes a few months, it goes 1 year, 2 years, and then it doesn't succeed, and you go back to non-E. So this short period of time that exists but is weak is danger. It's a dangerous position. Or you had a business, but suddenly it goes down and it's not doing well because of whatever, crisis, war, corona. The business is going down. It's in a dangerous position. And a bit better from danger is page 11, emergency. Emergency is pretty good, but not good enough. You're still weak. Your survival is much better than danger, but some hints, maybe weakening, going down a bit. We go through emergency, we're working hard, we're expanding the business, and finally we hit good survival, normal condition. And of course, when we go normal is we're doing well, we're active, we're busy, it's how we want to be, it's okay. And when we do that, and we improve the business or the activity even more, then we go up to affluence. So affluence is doing it good and having a lot of what it is that I want. We usually measure money. So if I have a business and suddenly, in your case, I have 5, 6 orders, wow, affluence, a lot of work. And if after affluence, it goes up a lot, but I keep it steady on a high level, I'm in power. Okay, so I started at non-E, started going up a bit. I go through danger, emergency. Normal is going like this. Okay, slight rise. Okay, Tamara, okay? Normal here. Then I hit affluence. It goes up stronger, and again, it's steady. Steady increase. This would be power. So power would be a lot of activity steady over time. So please look pages 14, 15. So you can see at the top the activity expanding, going up from non-E, danger, normal, affluence, power. Okay? And the opposite would be the sad event of going out of business, will be going from power down to non-E. There are many, many, many examples in history. We won't even go into all these examples, but organization or powers, countries that were very powerful, went up, became very powerful, and then they made mistakes or something changed, and they went down, and they no longer exist. When I started working after business school, the biggest company in the world making computers for everybody was IBM. So there was a huge company, IBM, and everybody had an IBM computer. And where is IBM now? Poof. They exist, but they're a small company. Apple is a good example because Apple was very big. Steve Jobs left Apple. Apple went down. They brought Steve Jobs back. Apple went up again. So it was up in power, down in danger, and back in power. So we have the cycle of going up, going down. And we can measure it with lines, with statistics, and we can isolate the condition. And if you're very smart, and if you do this seminar, you can keep it here. And if you have some problem, you don't know what to do, then you read the book.